This is sick. This is ridiculous. Yo, yo, yo! Welcome to the stream. Let's jump in some 400 Zoom. Just gonna try and squeeze a quick hour in, and then I'm gonna go watch some football. Flopped a set on table 3 after calling a 3-bet. That's nice. Turn a spade. Generally, for it's gonna hit our range a bit harder. I think he's gonna see it most of his flush draws. I just want to keep betting. He's probably a weaker player, but in general, my sizing here is gonna be a third. Maybe he can size up, but I don't think we're ever getting away from his hand. I'm probably going to jam most brick rivers. And that's a pretty good river. Hopefully get caught by queens now. Appetite, pretty good. Pretty fucking good. Went to the gym. Went and got a Korean barbecue. Came back home, chilled out. Yeah, to be fair, I was thinking about getting a go around, but I'm going to go out and watch football, so I'll just text him when I get there. Take it down. I want another medium pot with kings on another table, but nothing too interesting to show you. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Good to see so many of you so quickly. Yeah, after the grind I might get a bird round, to be fair. I was about getting a bird round instead of grinding, but hey ho. Why don't I use a HUD? I just don't think that important, and I want to kind of practice for playing live as opposed to exploiting stats. And then I use my HUD after the game. Well, not after the game, but if I ever want to study, I'll use HUD. Yeah, it's probably, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I like to use my HUD to see if my thought process is in line with what it should be, even when I'm not using a HUD. You know, are my stats, is there a leak anywhere that I'm naturally, you know, maybe I'm not 3-betting the big blind enough when I play live, all that kind of stuff. Turn here, I think we are going to do about debating whether I want to overbet. I think we do. Yeah, it's a pretty good river, but we want to get paid by worse, which is pretty hard. So we'll go ultra small, and we'll just min raise here. I think we still have to raise. And he does go for the bluff. Maybe calling spade just to see what he had. What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in. I'm actually my family's a Villa fan, and Villa look very close. Well, I reckon there's like a 15% chance that they stay up, but I think here we're going to mix a few options, and I'm going to go call this time. Interesting flop. Could do something sometimes, like check raise or call. Versus half part. I'm probably going to call with the double backdoor straight draw here. Debating a turn lead. I think it's fine. We should, well, 5x, we've probably got the same amount of 5x really. 6-5, ace-5. I might have a couple more. That's a shit river. So now we just lose. Sorry to lose to ace high, but certainly mine will be a little bit fruity there. We defended pre, and now we are debating a check or a bet on the turn. We can call a raise. Don't really like bluffing river too much. I think overbet's reasonable, and we call a raise. And just side note, we're going to be all in on table 2. Hold. That's 1. Overbet 4-5, so he took it down. That's 2. Looks like we're going to have a good session today, boys. And we c-bet and then gave up on the turn here. Good today, Ginge. Out of bed straight to the office. We saw the Twitch notification. I'm glad I helped you get out of bed today. Interesting flop. When you're RNG, is it just for calling or 3-betting pre-flop? It's every action pre-flop that I can use an RNG for. On the turn here, I think we're going to go with another check because we've got hearts here. Obviously, we lead a lot of my 8s. And on the river, when he doesn't bet, I think we can get away with an overbet. Just don't see him calling super wide. I think he's going to be relatively inelastic. When you're RNG is just purely all my pre-flop decisions. I might use it occasionally post-flop, but I try and use as many other factors as I can. You mentioned it was important to understand what Pio does what it does, so why does Pio like 33% so much? Would like to hear your answer. So you're confusing what I'm saying with what Pio does versus why Pio does it. Because if you know why all Pio is trying to do is generate the most EV, that doesn't necessarily mean that what Pio does is the highest EV, because it's going to be based on assumptions that Pio can't do. There's no real easy way for me to explain that. On the turn here, we do want to barrel, and I can bluff the river. I'm just going to keep betting. Take it down, and then table 2, we call a 3-bet, and we'll take a free card here. That's a fucking sick free card. We're running very good today. Just streaming delay. And I guess we can go pretty small here to be able to check out the river with a lot of our range, and I guess we want to fit the 5 into that. Even the glory associated with tournament players versus cash players who quietly grind is warranted. I mean, everyone loves winning tournaments. Like, you know, the idea of winning something, that competition field is it's just more obvious in tournaments, which is why they're glorified a bit more, which is a good marketing strategy. It's more people into poker, but cash game players, in my opinion, are probably better poker players in general. Obviously, the tournament stuff I wouldn't have a clue at, and obviously that's a big skill in itself. Probably call versus smaller size in here. And debating what to do on table 3. I think I'm going to 3-bet. What football game are you going to watch? I'm going to watch Villa. I can't remember who playing. I think it's Everton. RNG Snipe Hunter roll 6 sided dice, result 1-6. We bluff, yeah. And we'll start with c-bet. It's a very interesting spot on table 2. Oh, we got a flush here, I'll keep betting. Table 2, he limp raised after I ISO'd, and we flopped an open ender, so good luck us. This is fucking hilarious. Flush on table 1, sorry, table 3, we're going to just keep betting. And table 2, we're now just going to bet big because of our stack size. Take it down. Pocket 8s, we call it 3-bet, and that's a pretty reasonable board for us. So I'm probably going to raise. Don't have to raise very big. I don't want his jam to be super effective. But I do want to just fold out like King Jack. Potters on tables or stars helper. Bro, do you prefer to use randomizer for breakdowns or spots? I try and avoid that as much as I can. if I need an RNG, then I feel like I've missed something about the hand that I could use to make use of an RNG. And here we're just going to keep blocking. And then check out the river. And on the river, I mean, he's supposed to be jamming. So this is an interesting spot because if you know that he jams like 9+ on the turn, you can now jam 8s here. But I don't know that he does that. I think he's going to have a lot of ace kings. Well, I'm hoping he does. I don't think he hears the river too much. And he may have not done what he's supposed to do, like 10s+. Or he's just got trips. Or he's just got trips. So that would have been a nightmare if we'd have ended up with like slow playing jacks, because I would have definitely jammed. So opinion on poker, I think it's a really good solid way of playing poker. I think it's a really good start tool for sure. And King 10, we decided to defend pre because we're a bit deeper, so I'm going to 3-bet a bit less. Thank you for the sub. If you want to see the old streams, please subscribe and you'll get to take a look. And we're sorry, but here we'll just fold, maybe call with 1 diamond. And thank you for the follow. And a little bit of calmness now that we've run like gold. Exactly, pyro work requires no locking. I mean, you should be trying to work out what pyro's going to do before you see pyro. Pyro's just to like, oh, you didn't think of this. Oh, why didn't I think of this? What stakes did I start playing cash? I started playing properly at like 100 zoom, and it took me a few months really to. Well, I played 100 zoom for a while, but I should have moved up a lot sooner. And then once I moved up, I moved up relatively quickly, I think. I'm going to start with a 3rd here. And we're still going to jam. We could definitely flat. I think once we get, if we were slightly deeper, we'd always flat. But I think versus that stack size, I still jam because he's still going to call up queens free. Yeah, Pyro is just an advanced equity program. That's a good way of putting it. I would even go further and say it's advanced EV program. Obviously, we flop top set everybody. And we'll definitely be raising. I'll take it down. And you should definitely be raising way more liberally with good hands when you're deeper as well. Like, trapping is great when you block all the board, but just imagine not getting paid by like 5s and 2s for like more than 100 big blinds on the flop. That would be a disaster. And that becomes more of a disaster than, you know, than the EV you generate from trapping. Not getting the money from the good hand that's going broke anyway. Yeah, I'm running pretty good. And this is a cool, go broke on a good board. And this is the board I can reasonably call on, I think. Judgy sizing a little bit, and that's fine to call with the 10 of clubs. Interesting turn. I definitely want to protect versus some hands. I think I can get away with a bet, but if he checks, if he jams, it's going to be really, really annoying. But equally, if he jams the river, it's also annoying. So I will check though. Definitely get some traps in, I guess. Probably traps and flushes here. It's just it's just annoying that I have to face this spot on the river if he jams now. And now I'm debating whether I can go thin for value when he checks. I'm on the fence here. I think it's a little bit thin. Definitely think it's reasonable though. Whew. Whew, I was going to say I'll do it with Jackson, not 10s. Anyway, got kings. 3 betting. Bit deeper here, so I'll just flat 4 bet. Well, no, I might still jam because yeah, we'll just flop the top set again. This is ridiculous. David the sub. We don't run that good in the other we don't normally run this good. In pocket 8s on table 2, I think I like bet small. You talk a little bit more about equity versus EV players. I'm quite happy to talk about that stuff. It's just very difficult for me to really articulate what I'm talking about when I'm trying to concentrate on playing as well. So I might make a video about it. And I think we always call here on the turn with several ways to improve our hand and could be ahead.
Westy, is that you, yeah?
I'm gonna fold. Table 3 got kings again. Don't run into aces, hopefully. Take it down. It doesn't matter about winning those pots if you're just gonna win every other hand. Pyro is easy to figure out. Use equity to turn base range and opponent's range equity size and following range. I mean, yeah, it sounds easy, but like, it's not that easy. I think that's a little bit unfair to say it's easy. It's obviously very complicated, very advanced. Yeah, I'm going to show my setup, my stars helper, and my settings on stars at the end of this session. That's my plan. Did we win that hand? Nice. What did he have? He had ace king, so he just calls turn and gives it river. Jeez. How can I sub but not follow? Why would you want to sub but not follow? Which couple times you couldn't get back to him too, but it's still possible. I just did. Their support PM me the 2+2 instructions. Want me to forward it to or Yoko him 3. I appreciate that, but I'm gonna try and stick it out with hem 3. I do have hem 2 on my old laptop, which there's a way of me getting it over here. That's probably just the same similar way as whatever they've sent you. But thank you. All 1k, 2k regs with blue tack. Thank you for coming from the YouTube vids, I really appreciate that. And ace jack takes it down. Yeah, I don't plan on playing too much on GG. Did you ever play any MTTs? I know that's how you first got your role. That's actually not true. I guess I had a little bit of money from MTTs, but all my money's come from cash games. But played like a few scoop events. Played like the 5k, 2k, 1k, but I clearly have no idea what I'm doing in tournaments. So I'm quite happy on that. Well, let's fucking try and fire it. Oh, that's not too bad. It's not the best, not the worst. Versus that sizing, I think it's pretty close. I think we're fine to call 2 overs backdoor flush draw. Hits me a bit more than him now, so we can probably super block this turn. Probably not loving this. I'm just trying to think sizing wise. That's probably just about right, to be honest. Set up a jam on the river, and I didn't plan on bluffing because I expect him to still have all his pair plus hearts, and I don't think he's going to fold too much to a jam. I think we just lose now. Yeah, the turn bet is more to like stop him bluffing the river. I actually considered checking back, but then I was like, the EV between betting super small and checking is going to be pretty neutral, and if I can just make him fold like a random bluff, then that's also fine, because if not, he's going to bluff me. And thank you everybody for tuning in so far. We're not going to play super long today. Yeah, we'll flop the set again. Maybe we'll play for a few hours. Oops. And we'll trap middle set. 8-9 got there. Ooh. Turn versus half pot. You really need to read into sizes, and I can't imagine that he's choosing to make it so small with 8-9 here when he can make it like 70. So I'm gonna raise. Yeah, it's a pretty good river, but obviously losing to fours now. Still have to jam. Yeah, we get down, but game value on the turn is sick, obviously, once you're into that size. Thank you for tuning in. I'm glad you finally got to see the stream. I'm still a bit all over the place at the moment, moving money around and opening bank accounts and visas and all that kind of annoying stuff. Thank you for watching the YouTube vid, much appreciated. Table 1 with 3-bet, I think we're going to go with check. Check call seems good to me. Debating a donk. No, I don't think I want a donk. Maybe donk like 8-7. And I'm debating a jam. Just trying to think what his bluffs are and what his natural folds are. His bluffs are like King Jack, which we block, which is bad for me. His 2 pairs probably aren't folding. He might bluff 8-7, but we beat that anyway, so I guess we're just calling. Yeah, I don't think we donk the river. I think we just check and hope that he bluffs our King Jack. Got him. King Queen, not King Jack, everybody. King Queen. Sometimes I'm a little bit off with the hand reads, but sometimes I'm not. Since you prefer live poker, any strat against the button straddle is giving me trouble. Yeah, to be honest, the button straddle is something that I don't particularly enjoy in live poker. I think it's a little bit overpowered. So don't worry too much about beating it, just do it yourself and accept that it's going to be a plus EV thing to do both ways around. Depends on the game as well, like some people just don't take advantage. We flopped top set and we're actually going to half pot this purely because of stack depth, not because of any other reason than that. This is a bit fucking ridiculous now, ain't it, boys? And it's probably a good spot to check a lot, given we have top set, but I kind of want to get the money in. I think it will check. What stakes I play live? The largest stakes I've played are 100, 200, 400 pounds. Stakes I'm playing in Thailand at the moment are pretty small, like $3, $6, but I did win like 8.5k 2 days ago playing I think we just call. I think we just call. So he's got 10s. And we could theoretically have his king here, so he should still bluff me. Don't think we'll slow roll him. Got him! This is sick. This is ridiculous.
Westy, is that you, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, I normally play 100, 200 pounds live when I'm playing like Asia, Hong Kong games with a 400 straddle sometimes. The live games in Thailand are like $3, $6, but I go because I'm like I know a lot of the people there, and it's just a fun, friendly home game, good for networking, and we've managed to convince them to do like a $15, $30 game. And you know, if they lose the same rate that they lose it like the other game, it's going to be sick, but they probably won't lose as much in those games because it's bigger, so they'll slow down a bit, but it's a pretty good game. Are you more profitable in cash than online? Nah, I've made millions of pounds playing playing live, and there's no way I'll ever make millions of pounds online unless I really start blasting high, which I might do soon, but I'm not sure. How many minutes hours a week do you meditate, if you do meditate? So this is actually supposed to be a bluff. I'm probably supposed to overbet this, but I just don't feel like he's folding. This is definitely a bluff. I'm just not feeling it. I'm just again emotional, and I've decided not to do it. So that's something I probably need to work on mindset wise. Yeah, I probably could have got away with overbetting there. Yeah, we're flopping a flush draw on table 2. How many minutes a week do I meditate? I was trying to do like half an hour each day, but I couldn't quite handle that. But I have a really good app. I used to use this app called HoloSync, HOLSYNC. It sounds really cheesy if you ever buy it. It's like 20 quid to get all the classes. It's worth paying. And what it's scientifically proven, it's like university research proven. Honestly, the app looks terrible. The app looks really bad, but the actual science behind it's really good. It's like scientifically proven to help you produce delta waves, which is what you get what like Tibetan monks get after like 7 years of deep meditation, which is sort of what you're trying to achieve. Not that you should be trying to achieve anything. And then I don't know if you just saw the Jack 9 hand or the Queen's hand. Either way, I'm excited for the next one. And then what was I saying? Yeah, but now I've got a new app which I haven't properly used yet called Synctuition, and that's apparently even better than HoloSync. Synctuition is like SYNCTUTI tuition. I can't remember how to spell that. But yeah, that's like that has like a 25-minute program, and that's more expensive. But again, that's supposed to be 50% better than Holosync. But I haven't quite got into that one yet. I haven't used it yet. But I've heard that's even better than Holosync. But Holosync's really good. I should have made a little pun after the hand, shouldn't I? Anyway, aces. So here we 4-bets. You usually trap because you tend to trap more when their 4-bet ranges are wider. This is a natural spot for him to have a wider 4-bit range, but the way you'd weight that a little, you'd weight that a bit less when he's deeper, because you want to be able to stack him pre when he has a good hand that isn't folding for those extra $200. So you just jam more when you're deeper. You could have still trapped though. Ginger, any of your mates played the no rat hole games on ACR? Looks like very D-stat, very loose as well as if stat sort of thing. Yeah, maybe. No, I don't know anyone that's played that. I only really play stars. Thank you for the sub. Right, we'll load up Holder Manager for you guys. Any guesses? I have no idea. Last chance to guess. Right. That's ridiculous. So we ran a little bit above EV. You can't. Our EV of 2.1k, but we won 2.5k, 2.44. I'll go through some of the big. I'll go through some of the big hands. Bear with me. I'll open them up. There actually wasn't that many big hands. Can you guys see this? Yeah. Okay. So you remember this one, I assume, is the HUD just keeps popping up every hand, so just bear with me with the sizes. So we get 3-bet, we 4-bet, he calls, we C-bet half, he calls, and then we check call for like a 2k pot. He has aces. Relatively standard, I think.